every bit of it on the walk in. So I gotta cool down a little bit before I really get settled in. But I'm gonna kick back. We're gonna see what happens. If we wanna come easing in here and give us a good angle, we're gonna put old Treeshark in it. I've got another arrow knocked. It's close enough. We're within less than 2 hours till dark. She'll be fine laying there. I would imagine if another deer comes up, he'll probably spook from her before I get a shot at him. But you don't ever know. Alright now, I got another one. Started a new season, and it's a fine way to close out the opening weekend. It's the first deer I've seen out of the tree, and had fairly good persimmons this year, but they just hadn't been coming into them nearly as hard as I thought they should be, and I'm thinking that they just didn't drop nearly as hard as they did last year. But anyway, you got to break the ice sometime, and second afternoon ain't a bad time to do it. This deer came in, had to be somewhere around 5:45, and I got up the tree really early. I got up the tree about 10 minutes after 3, and anyway, about 5:45, I saw her coming, and she was acting really spooky, almost like she'd been shot at today or something. And she kind of hem-hauled around up there, didn't want to come into the tree, and then she turned and acted like she was going to leave and go up this branch. And I watched her feed for probably close to, I don't know, it seemed like a long time, but I would say at the very least 10 minutes. On some water oak acorns up there, probably about 35 yards away. And I didn't think she was going to come. And I always carry a pistol in my pocket. anytime I'm hunting. And I kept trying to think, you know, I was thinking that she's listening to hear some persimmons fall. And I never heard one fall all afternoon. And the only thing I finally thought, I'll take a few rounds, 45 ammo, out of the spare magazine that I keep in my pocket. And I slipped those out, and I started throwing them out of the tree over here under this persimmon. And they thud and hit the ground, you know, when they hit the ground. And she really didn't act like she paid that much attention. And I don't know if it affected her or not. I mean, it wasn't like she came running. But I ended up throwing 4 rounds. And matter of fact, I got to go over there and pick them up. And she eventually eased back over this way and ended up coming right under me. And she didn't actually go under the tree. She was about to. And she acted like maybe she caught a whiff of me or something. And turned to leave, and I had to kind of ditch the camera. I hate to be that close to having great video and have to do that, but you know, the main reason I'm up here is to kill deer, and kind of got to let that take the priority, you know, when it comes down to making a decision. But anyway, I shot her. I was up this tree right here behind me, and I shot her standing right there. So it was probably somewhere between 4.5 to 5 yards shot, and I hit her good, man. I just clipped the way the blade was oriented when it went in. It just clipped the spine, but surprisingly, it actually, I didn't know it, but it actually poked out and poked out the other side right there. It didn't stick in the dirt, but it did come out and had an exit wound, and she didn't, you know, she was dead right there within 30 seconds. But this is my 138th bow kill. This is my 90th deer with traditional equipment, and this makes number 31 for my old Predator. I decided to hunt with it this year. I don't know why. I don't know. I felt like changing it up. And man, this bow shoots really good. It always has. And I'm gonna stick with it all year and see what we can do with it. I'm fixing to break her down, and this tree's done. They wasn't enough. I don't believe there's 30 or 40 more persimmons left up in the tree, so there ain't gonna be no coming back here. But I'm fixing to quarter her up and pack her on out here, and we'll see if we can't get on another deer here in the next day or two.